Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you once again for yielding to our invitation this morning to be at this press briefing. Everybody, members of civil society groups, the media, the government representative, if we have anyone here, and our friends in general, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome every one of you to this press briefing. We are engaging in this press briefing today because of a project that we are launching in Ghana today, just as coincidentally, this same project is being launched in Liberia as we speak. It's a Pan-African project spanning through 7 African countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Cameroon, Malawi, and Kenya. And it's a project that looks at tracking the resource utilization of COVID-19. So the project itself is called the CTAP project, COVID-19 Transparency and Accountability Project. And that is being run in 7 African countries, like I mentioned earlier, principally by BudgIT International and in partnership with Connected Development, that is also the pioneer of the Follow the Money initiative. So one hashtag that we are using to run this project is Follow COVID Money, right? So wherever COVID money has gone to, whatever the government have used COVID money to do, we want to be able to track that and then bring that to the public for discussion, for engagement, for awareness, for civic education also. And we are also glad to be working with other partners, especially a local partner here in Ghana that is already well known and well established, Send Ghana. We are happy to be partnering and working in close collaboration with Send Ghana, and we believe that together, Send, BudgIT, Follow the Money will be able, and other partners indeed, will be able to track and report objectively on how the government of Ghana effectively and efficiently utilize the resources that have been committed into COVID-19 response. Resources both in budgetary allocation, in donations, resources both in cash and in kind from government, from private, from bilateral organizations. We need to, it is the right of everyone, every citizen, every Ghanaian, to know what resources came in or went into or is still being expended in the fight against COVID-19. It is their right to know. It is their right to also track and be aware of what the government is doing part time. That is why we are here, and among other things, I mean, beyond the CTAP project, BudgIT itself is a civic tech organization that promotes transparency and accountability, bridging the gap between government and the people. And aside the CTAP project, we are also going to be riding on the CTAP project to also facilitate budget access and civic education to the Ghanaian people and to raise active citizens. Active citizens are everyone, every Ghanaian that is not just complacent, but are active. They are willing to ask questions and then to hold. They are also willing to hold their elected officials to account. These and many more are what we are going to be doing over the next couple of months and beyond. And I hope that we'll have your cooperation, both members of the press. You are also going to be a very valuable partner for us in this journey, as well as the government itself, because every data we are going to be working with on this project are data that are meant to be sourced by or from government sources, so that we are reporting and working with data that is credible and data that is valid. So I welcome you officially to this press conference, and I hope that it will be a rewarding time for every one of us. Thank you very much.
Let me start by thanking all our sister advocacy groups for their time and contribution towards nation building. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the management of BudgIT International and BudgIT Ghana, our partners Connected Development or CODE, and Send Ghana or Social Enterprise Development Ghana, I warmly welcome you to this press conference. This morning, our purpose here is to unveil a project that seeks to promote accountability and transparency by tracking COVID-19 intervention funds across African countries. The scheme has been titled COVID-19 Transparency and Accountability Project, or CTAP, and will undertake studies to track government expenditure on COVID-19 response. CTAP is a Pan-African program led and managed by BudgIT International across East, South, and West Africa, particularly in Nigeria, Kenya, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Malawi. The objective is to promote transparency, improve visibility, and accountability of donor agencies and development partners. We believe greater transparency is critical at the national level for accountability and public trust in government, but also at the international level to enable a more coordinated and effective response by development and humanitarian actors. This will in turn enable the international community to better understand where assistance is being provided, to ultimately take better informed decisions about unmet needs. Ladies and gentlemen, at the height of the pandemic, international appeals were launched and contributions were made in grants and non-concessional facilities to battle COVID-19. Developing countries received billions of dollars in assistance through multilateral and bilateral relations as the world collaborated to lessen the effects of the crisis on the most vulnerable in our society. The government of Ghana received tranches of support from sources such as the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the European Union, the MasterCard Foundation, the Korean Export-Import Bank, the European Union, and the Bank of Ghana, as well as the private sector, to help bridge the COVID-induced revenue shortfall. The pandemic has made it clear that tracking and aggregating this collective information is key to enabling a more coordinated and effective response. As revenue streams dry up due to reduced economic activity, governments around the world have been exploring avenues to boost revenue to cover rising deficits. The 2021 national budget presented last week introduced new taxes in a swath of measures to raise more revenue to finance the pandemic response and revive the Ghanaian economy. Around the world, concerns have been raised about the potential for misuse of these intervention funds, especially when they are dispersed under emergency conditions. This has prompted development and humanitarian actors such as the World Bank and other institutions to take steps to improve national procurement processes. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of this, the COVID-19 Transparency and Accountability Project was launched in the wake of the pandemic to track public expenditure and government's response and accountability measures in African countries. This is not a surprise, given the fallout between various African governments and their citizens and donors when funds intended for managing the Ebola crisis were alleged to have been mismanaged. Such tendencies may deepen public trust in the government, thus undermining the efforts to overcome the pandemic. To achieve this objective, BudgIT Ghana will undertake two major research projects to examine the nation's response to the pandemic. This will cover COVID-related expenditure and the procurement processes, support to healthcare workers, stimulus to businesses, household support, and the vaccine rollout. Aside studying publicly available national procurement data, we will leverage on our tracker and follow the money platforms, as well as the Pan-African tracking system for all COVID-19 funds received. The project will visualize data on all COVID-related funding to help connect the dots. As Ghana charts a path towards achieving herd immunity with the vaccine rollout, we can now take the time to reflect and have a national conversation about the COVID-19 response and expenditure. This project seeks to foster a system of open and participatory government that strengthens civic awareness. We believe the timing for this project could not have been better. Primarily, this project aims to drive citizen engagement as well as improve innovative capabilities of tech tools to develop an interactive portal on relevant COVID-19 data, and become a source of data on COVID-19 response for all stakeholders. We call on all stakeholders to support the project to help promote transparency and accountability while enabling a more coordinated and effective response by development and humanitarian actors for all future global crises. We want to use this opportunity to thank our partners at Connected Development, Global Integrity, Odekro, and Send Ghana for working with us to make this program successful. We thank you all for being here with us. May God bless Ghana and our beloved continent.